The Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics just raided an illegal cultivation operation in Atoka and seized more than 6,000 marijuana plants. A suspect is in jail. And here is the thing, that is not even the only story hitting Oklahoma's cannabis industry this week. In fact, it might not even be the biggest. We are also covering the cannabis attorney who just got disbarred by the state Supreme Court for his profanity-laced attacks on OMMA and OBN. And we are breaking down the packaging rule changes coming November 1st that every licensed operator in Oklahoma needs to be preparing for right now. 3 stories. One through line, enforcement is ramping up in Oklahoma, and operators who are not paying attention are going to get caught. Before we get into it, if you never want to miss OMMA compliance news, please support us by giving us a like and comment. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. It's free and really helps. Let us start with Atoka. On Tuesday, June 2nd, OBN agents served a search warrant in Atoka, about 90 miles southeast of Oklahoma City, as part of an illegal cultivation investigation. What they found was massive, over 6,000 marijuana plants growing outside the bounds of the state's medical marijuana program. A suspect was taken into custody and booked into jail. Now, we are hearing chatter that this raid was not an isolated event. Operators around the state are saying this is part of a broader enforcement wave. OBN has been increasing surveillance of grows, looking for operations that are not properly licensed or that are exceeding their plant counts. If you are running a grow in Oklahoma, this should have your full attention. The message is clear: unlicensed grows are being targeted, and the consequences are real. 6,000 plants is not a small operation. That is commercial scale. And OBN found it, raided it, and made an arrest. Here is what operators are asking each other right now. If OBN found that grow, what else are they looking at? We are hearing chatter that intelligence gathering has been going on for months. OBN is not just stumbling onto these operations, they are building cases. They are watching, collecting evidence, and waiting for the right moment to serve warrants. If you are operating outside your license in any way, now would be a very bad time to be doing that. This raid in Atoka could be just the beginning. Next up, the Oklahoma Supreme Court just disbarred Ron Durbin. If you have been in this industry for any length of time, you know the name. Durbin was one of the most vocal attorneys fighting for cannabis operators in Oklahoma. He filed lawsuits challenging OMMA regulations and OBN enforcement actions. He was known for aggressive, profanity-laced diatribes against the judicial system and the regulatory agencies. The Supreme Court had enough. They disbarred him. He cannot practice law in Oklahoma anymore. We are hearing chatter that this sends a clear warning to other attorneys who might be thinking about taking on the regulatory system. Durbin was a polarizing figure, no question. Some operators loved him because he was willing to go to war for them. He was the attorney you called when OMMA denied your license or OBN raided your facility. Others thought his approach was counterproductive and made the industry look bad in front of lawmakers. But regardless of where you stand on Durbin personally, his disbarment removes one of the few legal voices willing to push back hard against OMMA and OBN enforcement. That changes the legal landscape for every operator in the state. If you are in a dispute with the regulator, your options just got narrower. If Durbin could be disbarred for pushing back, what does that mean for operators who want to fight? Next up, new packaging rules are coming November 1st. The state passed significant changes to how medical marijuana products can be packaged. The goal is to eliminate packaging that looks like candy or could attract children. If you are a licensed operator, this directly affects you. Your current packaging may be non-compliant starting November 1st. Products with bright colors, cartoon imagery, or designs that could appeal to minors will need to be redesigned before that deadline. This is the kind of rule that catches operators off guard. It seems simple on paper, just change the packaging, right? But changing packaging means redesign costs, minimum order quantities, reprinting, and potentially throwing away old inventory you already paid for. If you have a product with a bright, colorful label that could be seen as child-appealing, you need to start planning your packaging changes now. Not in September. Not in October. Right now. November 1st is going to come fast, and OMMA will enforce this. We are hearing chatter that some operators are already getting ahead of this rule by working with compliance teams to audit their packaging and plan the transition. So here's the question. An attorney who fought for operators just got disbarred. OBN is actively raiding grows. New packaging regulations are coming down the pipeline. Is OMMA protecting this industry or just tightening the screws until there is nobody left? If you want to avoid costly fines and shutdowns, contact us using the link below to find out how Trish can automate your compliance daily. Have you ever had OBN or OMMA show up at your facility? What happened? Tell us in the comments. Read the full breakdown of today's news at ai-antidote.us. The link is in the description.